In society today, we are being attacked constantly with inauthentic conversations. Fakeness, trying to look cool, trying to be somebody we're not. That is why the Damn Dude podcast is here to have the authentic conversations that need to be had in a way that will make you think and say, Damn Dude. Damn Dude.
Damn, dude.
What up, everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude podcast.
Damn Dude.
This is Season 3, Episode 28, and this is a show where we have the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say,
Damn Dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude. This show exists to help educate, entertain, and make an impact on the different contexts and perspectives that we have in life, because I truly believe that the more access we have to different contexts and perspectives, the easier, doper, smoother, and just cooler life is. Yeah, dig. So welcome to the show. Welcome. I'm your host, California Cal, one of the cool Californians left in this state, and appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you guys are doing well. No, I hope you guys are doing great. Better than well. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing greater than the greatness of a great white shark. I hope you're doing greater than the great steak escape. I don't know. I'm just talking weird shit now. All right. Whoever got that, I can't even remember where I was going with that joke, but it connected to something somehow, and if you were in the know of whatever that joke was, you're probably cracking up off of whatever that was. Anyway, I just want to say, you guys, right now, I'm pretty proud of myself. I just modeled for myself the example of freaking the fuck out and doing it anyways.
Damn Dude.
So, man, I've been working really hard towards restoring order and integrity back into my life. And for those of you that like really know, well, I should say to like the three people, like my lady, Sebastian, and my mom, you guys would be proud to know that I'm sure I already shared with two of you, but you guys would be proud to know that I'm fucking talking to people again. I'm conducting business again. I'm not being afraid of life. I'm stepping out onto the skinny branches and playing and playing there, and I'm restoring order and integrity back to my life, one person, one message at a time. And it's like, for me, it's a small goal. If I sit here and I tell you, yo, I text messaged 3 people today, that sounds like not a big deal. But you know what? When I've created a problem for myself that's so fucking big, how do I restore order when it's like you can't just run away? You have to kind of, well, you don't have to do anything. When I screw shit up, I can't just leave it. I've got to go back and like handle it, manage it, take care of it in some way, shape, or form, right? So that way I can restore order and integrity and peace in my life. And over these past couple years, I've just let everything fall to the side, dude. Like everything on such a crazy level that I'm not even familiar with, you know? It's like, well, no, that's not true. I've been familiar with it, just not with the knowledge that I possess now. And that's what makes it weirder, is like as you grow older and you gain more knowledge or information or insights or wisdom or anything, it's like when you do dumb shit or you're being irresponsible or you're self-sabotaging or stuff like that, or you're just going through shit that's so hard that it's like, fuck, I can't stop self-sabotaging. And that's where it's like, okay, there's things you could do, there's order you can put into your life, and I agree, and there's structures and systems that I can put into place, but it's like, you know what? I was totally fine saying, you know what? I'm not even in a place right now to be able to be structured or systematized, even though that's the way out. So now think about how weird and fucked that is, right? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I know that doesn't make sense, and I'm choosing this anyways. There's some sort of lesson and something I need to learn that's at the bottom of this well, that's at the bottom of this hole, that's in the depths of what's scary and depressing and hard. Like, there's something valuable in there. I believe there's a diamond, and I have to kind of just ignore everything and go down and get this diamond. And I don't even know what the diamond looks like or how big, or even if there is one there for sure or not. But I'm going to go check. And to me, that's what these last couple like months and years have been, is like me going down into the well. And it's like I went in and I'm like, oh, like, hey, lower me in a little more. And then it's like, hey, bro, like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Lower me down a little more. Whoa, once I broke through this dirt, there's more. And then I keep going, and then, bro, like, you're getting pretty deep in there. Like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Dude, I'm finding evidence of treasure down here. Let me keep going. And it's like I'm appreciating the depth and the fall and the descent. And as that's happening, I know that I'm collecting lessons and learning, and I'm not failing for no reason. But that's the thing, is like, it appears as failure if I go and let financial things and whatever fall to the wayside in certain capacities, or business in general, right? Now, I'm just like, all right. And at the same time, you have to be and look crazy as fucking shit in order to discover the gold and the diamond and the beauty within the pits of hell, within the pits of darkness. It doesn't even have to be hell. It could just be dark. And it's like that goes for like how you think, how you view, how you do life, right? So for me, it's like, all right, I've been okay with allowing myself to go through this because I recognize the pattern that this is, and I've been acknowledging the retest that this is for my life. And as I acknowledge the retest for myself, I'm looking at it and it's like, all right, am I passing or failing? How do I get through this with a clear head? And I've been able to get through all this stuff with a relatively clear head. And more importantly, I should say, I've been able to get through these whole last battle of life and everything that I've just endured and gone through and whatever, coming from a place of love, understanding, and compassion, at the same time fighting for what's right. So that's why I don't feel bad for allowing myself to go down. I'm like, or to like kind of fall as low as I've fallen. And at the same time, I'm like, all right, this is just all in the name of the school of life and perspective. And from here, we're not going backwards. So that's kind of the thing, is like, I realized I was jumping into things. How do I even describe this? I started realizing I was getting insights and direction into things that, had I gone too deep, I would be lost and in over my head and in a whole world of hurt and fuckery, because something in my spirit and soul and visions and everything told me, scale back, kick back, allow things to just, allow myself to contract and restrict and cut back. And that's what I've done in these past couple of years, is just restrict and cut back. And it's like, I want to clear everything I fucking think I know in order to gain new information and new perspectives on the shit that I thought I knew so well already. So it's like, if I think about what does it mean to be successful, or what does it mean to have a nice house, or what does it mean to live where I want to live, or anything like that, I need to fully reframe that for myself. Because at one point, living in a car was a good thing. At one point, living in, at my parents' house is a good thing. At one point, living in an apartment was a good thing. At one point, living by the beach in a condo was a good thing. At another point, living in the town in a condo was a good place to be. That was my idea of a good place to live. At a certain point, living in Hawaii up in out in the jungle was a good place to live. At another point, living in Hawaii up in the country, out by the ocean was a good place for me where I thought to live. So now it's like I'm in a new place and with a new perspective of like, okay, what do I think about what's a nice place to live? What to me is a lot of money and a little money? What to me is reasonable? What to me is doable? What to me is unreasonable and doable? More importantly, right? Because that's kind of really the question we should ask of ourselves is like, how can I be so unreasonable in a way to where it actually creates shit that's doable? So that leads me all full circle back to this phrase, and it's like, I don't know who came up with this, but I like this phrase, and the first time I ever heard it, I was like, oh, that's cool, because it applies to a lot of things if you let it, which is, how do you eat an elephant? And I remember the first time I heard it, I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean, how do you eat an elephant? Like, I don't know, I guess you kill it and cook it and whatever. And it's like, no. I didn't ask how you kill an elephant. I didn't ask how you cook an elephant. I said, how do you eat an elephant? Well, how you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
Damn, dude.
Right? And it's like, it's the simplicity of this that makes that so genius. And that's the thing, is like, if you're focused on the whole fucking elephant, you're not even going to start taking bites. Right? And I don't know if elephant tastes good or not. I mean, in a very, very right circumstance, I would eat elephant. In just like, oh, we killed this thing. Nah, fuck no. But if there was some like tribe and it just made sense and there was respect, and it would have to be a whole thing. Let's see if anybody tries to use this clip and cancel me at some point in the future. Just clip that piece. Yeah, I'll eat some elephant. Like, whatever, dude. Fuck you if you're doing that. Anyways, one piece at a time. That's how you eat an elephant. And so that, to me, is, all right, how do I restore integrity back to my life when I've missed hundreds upon hundreds of messages and business inquiries and all these things? And how the fuck do I possibly get back to hundreds of people? Bruh, I dug myself a fucking deep ass hole. And you know what? It's okay. Because I believe I found gold, or a diamond, or treasure, I should say, at the bottom of the hole I dug. And that hole is a whole new level of responsibility, love, passion, and purpose in this lifetime. I discovered my ikaros. I discovered my teachings that I've learned in the jungle. I rediscovered all these new things about myself and things that I already knew in my subconscious or in my brain somewhere that I just wasn't tapping into or accessing. That's what I found. So to me, let's go. It was in the pits of hell that I found my songs. It was in the pits of hell that I found my place. It was in the pits of hell that I found my purpose again. Another purpose. Because I was willing to analyze and fully relook at this. So now, to host ceremonies, to fucking help people clear their, I don't even want to say exactly anything because it's different for every person. Just to help people go on their healing journeys that they need to do to help them do the work. I'm just a container for that. So one person at a time, and I can't fucking help anybody if I don't start with helping myself. So that's what you guys have observed me doing over this past year, 2-3 years, is like, well, I guess this podcast, how old is it? Oh, this podcast is 1 year, 2 a year and a half. We're almost 2 years old, a year and a half old, I think. So I guess we haven't been doing this that long. But if you've been following along since I was posting Because Documenting on Instagram, and you can probably still go look that up, hashtag Because Documenting. I was just practicing to see if this was something I really wanted to do in life, this whole podcast deal and all that shit. So, Gia. So that's the thing, is like, well, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? How do I restore integrity back into my life one person at a time? Right? And it's like, all right, I freaked the fuck out and I did it anyways. I've been messaging the hardest, scariest people for me to reach back to. And I've had to do things where I've had to perform in front of people where it's like, all right, I got to perform this in front of who this is scariest to perform this in front of. All right, do it. Go. Use your voice. Use your music. Use your skills. Use your all the whatever, right? Like, fuck, man. Use your intuition, your spirit, your love, your teachings, your everything, right? And that shit's scary. So I've been actively facing fears, man. And like, I realize if I really am going to be a person that can help the people and make a difference in this world and like truly make a good impact on people's lives and quality of their life, and you know, it starts with me bettering myself and bettering my family, creating a good financial stream. And it's like, without a good financial and for me, that's like kind of the last piece that I'm looking at is like, all right, my financial stream is the last piece that I need to tie into my spirituality, because receiving blessings and earning is a spiritual blessing, right? And I think we did a whole episode on that before, how like really it's such a blessing. It's of God to receive your blessings. So, and it's like to receive blessings is of God. It's a godly thing. So to participate in receiving blessings, that's something that I'm going to take on, and like I can only receive more blessings by helping more people. And it's like it's all equally, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I want to help people and create a safer, better, smoother, doper life for people. And it's like, all right, I can do this shit. I can. And if I want to do all that shit, I've got to be clear and solid with who I am and my foundation. And like I said, to tie my blessings, my financial blessings specifically, into all my spiritual blessings. Because my spiritual blessings and my love blessings and my family blessings and my friendship blessings and all of those things are great. My financial blessings, those are great also. They're just not as big as I know they should be, because that is reflecting in what I'm able to do or not do with my kids and produce and provide for them.
Damn, dude.
You dig? So, just like, all right, well, what's the best way to fucking start working out if you haven't worked out in fucking let's say 12 years. There's easily people who haven't worked out in 12 years. Let's say you haven't worked out in 12 years. Well, in the United States specifically, then let's say you haven't worked out in 12 years. What's the best way to get started? It's not fucking go full fucking, bodybuilder ham sandwich fucking extraordinaire, you know what I'm saying? Like, start fucking small. And it's like, to even start small, sometimes what that looks like is just taking out your workout shoes, or designating these to be your workout shoes, or buying some workout shoes, or even thinking about workout shoes. Like, it starts one piece at a time. And sometimes if you're able to get up and just fucking look at your shoes and say, okay, and then you put them by the door, and then the next day you put them on, you walk outside, and then you make it a point to come back. All right, the next day you put your shoes on, you walk outside, you walk to the end of the driveway, come back. Then by the time you're at that point, you're probably going to just start going farther and farther, because you're going to get the feeling of like, oh shit, this is good. And it's like, okay, well, why would I stop? I already put my shoes on. I'm already at the end of the driveway. Why would I not just keep walking? Right? So when I look at that, I'm kind of like, okay, interesting. That's the same thing with restoring integrity. And it's like, I remember my old coach before, my coach Deanna, and it's cool. She's actually a pretty popular like news correspondent now. But anyway, she drew this thing for me. She's like, dude, I always keep this on my mirror. And I updated I forget if she said week or month or whatever, but it was like, and I don't keep this on my mirror and I don't do this at that pace, but it's something that I keep in my brain. And probably because it got too big that I was intimidated by it. But she said she would draw a circle on a piece of paper and then just draw a dot for every single thing that's out of integrity, or just draw the word inside that circle for every single thing that's out of integrity. And what you would do is work to cross out every single thing inside that circle until her integrity circle was clear and clean. And that's the thing, is like, so sometimes it's like, all right, let's say you're caught up on every possible thing. You're financially good, you're mentally good, you're spiritually good, your family good, your time spent well good, your work is good, everything's good, right? It could be something like, all right, well, I need to change my oil, right? It's like, all right, the integrity of my oil is going out. Okay, well, I need to get new tires. I need to rotate my tires. I need to, get more washer fluid or whatever, right? Like whatever the fuck it is. And it's like, that's the thing, is you can have a perfect life, completely up to date and orderly, and things are still going out of integrity continuously. So this is kind of the importance I'm seeing in systematizing life in many ways, is because it's like, all right, if this is systematized, I don't have to worry about it. It's like the integrity is just self-fulfilling if it's systematized. So there's like a post Rob Dyrdek had posted on his Instagram. If you don't follow him, I highly suggest you should. And if you don't know who he was a pro skateboarder. Then he was kind of like a reality TV star for a little bit. And then and he's the host of Ridiculousness and all this other stuff. And he's incredible businessman, dude. Like Rob Dyrdek is next level. But he's got a podcast now, and he just drops fucking gems, dude. Like the way that he's smart is just such a fucking trip, and how he explains it, it's real, it's raw, and it's simple, and it's dope. I need to listen to more, actually. But my point is that he was talking about how he systematized his coffee drinking. He's like, I only drink this specific, like, bougie kind of coffee that's fucking from these rainforests that gorillas wander around in, and it's got to be with the specific water and da-da-da. And he's like, so what I've done is I pay somebody, or I hired somebody to make sure that we always have 2 cans or bags or whatever the fuck of this coffee, and at least 2 of these bottles of water with me everywhere we go, no matter what. And that's just part of that person's job, is just to make sure that, that we have that. And it's like, damn, dude. Like, yeah, you could be like, oh, that's so bougie, that's stupid, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, okay, if having a cup of coffee, your favorite cup of coffee every morning, just makes your day, it sets you off on the right foot, it helps you meditate, it helps you, work through whatever the fuck you're working through, then why would you not want it, like, automatically every day with the quality of your life? It's like, for me, the difference of, like, when I prep the coffee machine the night before to, like, automatically, like, brew the next morning, versus I wake up, I got to clean the thing, and I got to put new coffee, I got to get more water, I got to rinse the thing, and it's just so much work, right? It's so much easier if I can just come out there, just fucking pour the cream, pour the syrup, pour the coffee, and boom. And for those of you that are going, syrup, wait, what did you just say? You just said that casually. I made an episode on it, but like I said, if you want healthy coffee creamer, use, ideally raw cream, raw organic cream, and some syrup, and you've got and then whip it together, and you've got the best fucking coffee creamer on the entire fucking planet, I promise you. Yeah. So, like I said, though, it's like, so if I could just get up and pour, just with my little coffee thing, and then just pour the shit, and then I can go back to fucking, either bed or whatever the fuck, and hang with my lady. We have our morning talks and all of our stuff that we do and whatever. And it's like, okay, like, this is cool, because then I get to get back to that faster. So now, as I'm saying that, I'm like, fuck, I really got to step it up and get on top of this. Plus, if I prepped everything the night before, I personally would be more aware of when I'm running low on shit, and I would know when to get it ahead of time, right? So, yeah, so it's like, I'm ready to fucking start having an abundance of money, funds, business, work, love, helping, being of contribution, just making this planet a better place, right? Like, really start getting out there, getting my voice and my face out there in public again, and like really just do my shit that I know how to do in the best ways possible at maximum capacity, because I have and I will continue to make a difference in this world and on this planet. And this is me fucking working through and learning it, you guys. All this shit is just like, dude, I share all of this because, not because I'm fucking smart or fucking anything like that, rather because it's just real and everybody can relate to real shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, if you know how to listen to any capacity, then you can relate to real shit. Otherwise, you're sitting here judging, going, oh, what an idiot, da, da, da. And that's fine, because I was that guy before, too. You couldn't say anything without me being right about it in some capacity, or knowing better than you, or finding little errors in your speech or ways to make you look stupid, or, you know, make myself look cooler or smarter, when in reality I was just being like an ignorant dumbass, right? So oh man, ouch. Sorry, I got so many cuts on my legs from living out in the fucking country bumpkin now. For those of you that really live in the country, you're probably just laughing at me like, what is this city slicker talking about? But no, like, really, I'm out where there's like bugs and fucking spiders and coyotes and all this crazy shit, like, everywhere. Like, there's probably several hundred orb weavers just around the fucking property, just everywhere. And a fat ass one set out shop right outside of our room. And I'm like, oh my God, dude. And like, my brother and a couple of his homies and whoever, they'll just grab them, because orb weavers are completely harmless. Like, you literally can't just grab them and hold it like it's a fucking roly-poly, just let it walk around. Completely harmless. They just terrify me because they look gross. And things that are gross really terrifies me. Like, it's more like, ew, that's gross, I don't want to touch it. I'm not necessarily scared, right? And I think I've described this before the same way. It's like, if you just held a piece of shit up to me, I'm not scared of it. I'm just grossed out by it. It's like, ew, no, I don't want to touch that. No, right? Like, I don't consider that scared. I just think more like, ew, no. Like, maybe I'm scared to get dirty in that capacity. I mean, maybe that's the fear of it, right? I don't know. Bugs just gross me out, dude. Like, they just, like, I'm not a complete sissy. And I'm selective about it, dude. If I have to, I will step up. If I don't have to, I'm like, completely fuck it. Like, no, you do it. But I mean, I can save the day if I need to. But yeah, you guys, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I gotta get ready for work. I have fucking eaten nothing. I should eat a little bit of something. Yeah. So, like I said, I gotta get ready. I gotta go to work. I get to go to work. I get to get ready. My back is almost healed. Did I tell you guys I fucking fell downstairs and like entirely jacked up my back, and I hadn't been able to sleep properly for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and I still cannot lay flat. There's still like a fucking softball or baseball sized lump off the back of my back still. A lot of the bruising is lightning, but it's pretty fucking bad and gross. But it's okay. Cause what am I gonna do about it, right? Yeah, fucking A, telling you what. But yes, I get to go do a bunch of shit, and I'm gonna go do it happily. I'm gonna indulge in peace and not look for chaos today. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful motherfucking day. Touch your face, get each. This one's a pistol, and it's gonna be me and you.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell your best friends, cousins, bong shaping, glass sculpting, pie contest eating cousin who drives a Ford Ranger about the Damn Dude motherfucking podcast. Also, please be sure to give this a like and share Share this shit on Instagram. That would be pretty dope. Give your boy a tag. You can tag me at Real California Cal or at Damn Dude Podcast. By the way, if you follow me on my personal page, on my Real California Cal page, and you you have like no posts and like one follower and whatever, like I'm assuming you're a scam and blocking your shit, because that's just every time I see some weird scam shit, I just block it. So yeah. But anyways, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Reach out, do whatever. Gia, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful day. Much love. Peace.